A carpet is placed in a rectangular room so that there is a uniform border 3 feet wide around the carpet as shown. The width of the carpet is 8 feet. The length of the room is 16 feet. Calculate the length of the carpet. Okay, so here we want to determine the length of the carpet. And so let me show you the length that we're trying to define. Let me highlight it. So this is the length of the carpet. This is what we're trying to figure out, like, what is the length of this particular carpet? Now, it's important to note that if we look closer, or if we examine this image, I should say, if we examine this diagram, that's the better word. If we examine this diagram, we notice that this right here is 3 feet, right? And so this right here is also going to be 3 feet. How do we know that? Because it says right there in the question that it has a uniform border 3 feet wide around the carpet. And so this is also going to be 3 feet. And so we know that this right here is 3 feet. This right here is also 3 feet. We also know that the entire length of the room is 16 feet, okay? And so all we need to do is, in order to figure out the length of this yellow portion, in order for us to figure out the length of this carpet, all we need to do is we need to add 3 and subtract it from 16. Once we do that, once we subtract it from this entire long length, then we'll be able to get this smaller length right here, which is going to be the length of the carpet. And so that's what we'll do. We'll say 16 feet minus 3 feet plus 3 feet. And so that gives us 16 feet minus 6 feet. And 16 feet minus 6 feet is going to be 10 feet. And so that means that the length of the carpet is 10 feet. Next, we have to determine the area of the carpet. Now, the area of the carpet is a rectangular carpet. So the area of the carpet is going to be the length times the width. We already know that the length is 10 feet and the width is 8 feet. And so that means that the area of the carpet is going to be 80 feet squared. And so that's the area of the carpet, 80 feet squared. Next, we need to determine what is the width of the room. Now, the width of the room, okay, so the width of the room is going to be this particular measurement right here. This is the width of the room. And so I'm going to use W to denote the width of the room. Okay, that's the width of the room. Now, what we do know is that this width right here, the width of the carpet, right? The width of the carpet is 8 feet. So this right here, the width of the carpet is 8 feet. That's one thing we do know. All right. What we also know is that this measurement right here, right? This right here. We also know that this right here, this is 3 feet. Okay, so this is 3 feet. And what we also know is that this right here, right? This right here is 3 feet as well. And so what do we have? We have 8 feet, right? Right there. We have 3 feet right here, and we have 3 feet. So we have 8 feet, 3 feet, and 3 feet. And so we're gonna add up all of these measurements to get the width of the room. So the width of the room is gonna be 8 feet plus 3 feet plus 3 feet. And when we add them together, we get 14 feet. And so the width of the room is 14 feet. Next, we're gonna determine what is the area of the room. Now, the area of the room is going to be the length times the width. We already know that the length of the room is 16 feet, and we just determined that the width of the room is 14 feet. That's what we saw in the previous question. And so it's gonna be 16 feet times 14 feet, and 16 times 14 is gonna be 224. And so our answer for the area of the room is 224 feet squared. Next, we need to determine the area of the border. In order to do this, we're gonna subtract the two areas. We're gonna subtract the area of the room with the area of the carpet. And so when we subtract these two areas, we get 144 feet squared. And so that means that the area of the border is 144 feet squared. And that's gonna be the answer to our question, 144 feet squared.